Hey, good afternoon, everyone. I'm here inside. We're getting freezing rain, and I'm here on the bed. I have my electric blanket on. There's Monster. And Sadie's under her blanket. I had planned to go to the laundromat early this morning, but during the night, I woke up with a bad pain in my stomach on both sides under my rib cage, and I can't figure out what happened. It's a pain, a sharp pain, and then sometimes it's like a cramping. And I didn't eat anything unusual yesterday, and the last thing that I ate yesterday was an orange. I don't know if the seeds in the orange are bothering me. And yesterday afternoon, I was doing some things, and I'm wondering if maybe I pulled a muscle. But it's been painful. So I'm just taking it easy. Let's see. I don't think I mentioned in that last video that I did about that I'm home how, oh, I guess I did tell you how I knew those friends that I went to see, how we met back in the year 2000. Yeah, I told you that. I can tell you, whoops, sorry. So many people in that video left comments about this beanie. So I want to tell you, I did not make it. Juanita from She Spins made it. And she had it made and she showed it in a live. And I complimented on it. And the next thing I know, she wanted my address and she wanted to gift it to me. And I love it. It's so warm. I wear it a lot. I just love all those earth tone colors. So that's who made it. Thank you again, Juanita. Let me tell you about my adventure trying to get home from North Carolina. Let's see if I can remember. Well, my friends that I went to go visit live in Winston-Salem, and I was to fly out of Charlotte, which is where I flew into. So they took me halfway to meet with, I said this in the other video, to meet with the lady who, when I was a teenager, like 14 and a half, 15, she was my Sunday school teacher. And we have kept in touch all these years. She's 73, but her and her husband live in Matthews, North Carolina. So they came halfway. My friends brought me halfway. And my friends from Matthews ended up taking me to the airport. They also picked me up from the airport. But we had gone out for breakfast that morning to Cracker Barrel. And then I got to the airport, I guess, just before 11. I was supposed to leave Charlotte at 1:33. And we boarded the plane. And then we were waiting. I say we, I mean everyone on the plane. Waiting and waiting and waiting. And we're on the plane, not moving for almost 2 hours, if not 2 hours, because they had trouble with 2 of the wheels. And so the mechanic was working on them. And people were getting restless, let me tell you. We finally left Charlotte, which threw everything off track. And I had to change in Orlando. So got to Orlando. And I must have made a wrong turn or something, in that airport, because I ended up having to go through security again, which I shouldn't have had to. I didn't have to go through security but one time on the way down there. But anyway, I let them know, when you're going through the those bar things, they asked me, and they asked the people in front of me, do you have any hip replacement, shoulder replacement, heart anything for your heart, things like that. Well, when it came to me, I said I have metal in my left arm from my shoulder down to my elbow. And the guy said, well, you should be okay. You know, they had me get in that thing and lift my right hand all the way up, lift my left arm just as far as I could, which isn't very far, and it set off the alarm. So I had to be removed and taken to the side and patted down. And I mean, they pat you down. That took a few minutes, got through there. Then I had to go clear across to the other side of the airport to my gate, and got over there and found out they had changed the gate, so, but not very far. So I went to the right gate and looked up on the thing, and the plane was delayed hours. I think I was at that Charlotte airport trying to get home. Had to be about 7 or even 8 hours. They kept changing the gate. There was delays. We had to wait for a plane to come from Boston. That was having mechanical issues. The lady said it could have been a seatbelt light. It could have been any kind of sensor. But it had to be fixed before it could leave. And so I forget what time that I left Orlando to get here to Dallas. I know that I was supposed to get here in Dallas on Tuesday, the 16th. I think about 8:33 or 8:30 at night. And I didn't get here in the airport until Wednesday, about 3:30 in the morning, or almost 4. And I didn't get home until just after 5 in the morning Wednesday. I was so tired. It took me quite a few days. I think Saturday I ended up sleeping all day. So that was the adventure, trying to get home. But it was so good to see my friends, and we'll see if I go again this year. I'd like to go maybe sometime in the fall, but we'll see. It'll take God to make a way again, which I know he can, because like I said, if they had not sent me that love offering of $100, and if God had not helped me to find a round-trip ticket for $87 and some change, I wouldn't have been able to go as soon as I was able to go, because as you know, I'm still working on fixing the car. But it was good to get away. It was time to get away. And it was good to come home and see all my animals. Oh, by the way, the goose laid her first egg today. I have a picture of it that I need to post on my community page. So now I know that it's a goose. It's a big egg, too. And she's out running all around, playing in the mud in this freezing rain. And of course, Lady Jane is right with her, while the other chickens keep going in and out of the coop. They don't want to stay out in this mess. But those two are out there. And I just made me a nice hot cup of tea with some local natural honey. Oh, my friends that I stayed with, they have an electric kettle. I'm going to get me one. I remember last year, 1 or 2 of my subscribers encouraged me to get one. And boy, does that water heat up fast, and it stays really hot. When I make tea, I have to put a pan on the stove and boil water. I don't have a microwave to heat up water. And it doesn't take a whole lot of time to boil water, but the water doesn't stay hot for too long. Not like my friend's electric kettle. So I'm going to get one of those to use to make my teas, because I do love teas. Of course, I love my hot coffee and my cold coffee. I guess this is it. I really don't feel well. I don't know what happened in my stomach. I'm not nauseous. I'm not having to be in the restroom. It's just a real weird pain underneath both my rib cages. I've never had it before. Don't feel like doing too much. I should be crocheting something, but I don't feel like it. Look at Monster. She's sleeping. I think I'll take a nap. So I will talk with you later. I want to thank you all again for sticking with me while I was away. And I really appreciate that. And I'll talk to you later.